DaRealP, baby.
I say Nome X coming, K-Shine ain't on it, Canada acting like a bitch, and Pac gotta stay for the moment. Shout outs to the squad, man. Shout outs to everybody that tuned in, whether it's through passing or loyally. I appreciate y'all dearly. But today we about to get into this Nome X, and before we get into that, I want to send prayers and prayers out to John the Don for a speedy recovery. You know, I don't really know what the situation is. I just know that he's sick, and you know what I'm saying, he can't make the battle with Ill Will today for Nome X, which a battle I was really anticipating, and he's a consistent person that always shows up. So if they say he's sick, that's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna think that it's he ducking any smoke or anything like that. John too consistent. He always on his game. So again, you know, prayers to John. You know what I'm saying? I hope you get a speedy recovery. With that being said, I also want to give prayers out to Av. He caught the coronavirus, you know what I'm saying, recently, and Don Marino caught it a while back, and hopefully everybody gets better off of that. But today we have night of main events 10. Bruh, the card is stacked, as we know. Right now, I'm just going to give you my final predictions before the battle tonight. You know, these are just predictions. So whatever happens after I predict is what happens. You know what I'm saying? You can't really tell what's going to happen until it happens. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to predict what I predict. You feel me? And then we going to do this, the pre-NomeX. We're going to do the post-NomeX. I will be hosting NomeX on Caffeine today. I did a lot of my predictions on Caffeine yesterday, but, you know, this YouTube, so I'm about to bring it over here, you feel me? So, without further ado, let's get started. As we know, John the Don, Ill Will's not going on. They scratched that. To be honest, I wish they could have put a replacement battle in there, maybe through one of the ladies in there, maybe through a Jazz or an Official, or somebody like that in there to battle. I really wish we had something in the tuck for that, to take that place. You know what I'm saying? But the card's still going to be hard. So John the Don versus Ill Will is not happening, of course. So we got Fonz versus Jay the Nightwing. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the first battle. They really didn't put in an order in which they were going to have the battles, but I'm pretty sure Fonz versus Jay the Nightwing is going to be the next battle, which are the two finalists from the Ultimate Madness tournament, you know. So we're gonna kick the day off with a judged battle for $25K. You know what I'm saying? We still got the 4 judges for the Jay the Nightwing Fonz battle. That's Tony Bro, Rita, Knowledge, and Uncle Ra. So that's gonna be the only battle that we have that's gonna be judged, you know, in the building. You know how we do, though, as a community. We gonna judge the other battles ourselves. But as far as like a split winner on the judgment, that's the only one that's gonna be judged. And with that being said, I got Fonz taking it a 2-1 edge. I'm not gonna say a debatable. I think it's gonna be a clear, but it's gonna be an edge. I just feel like the way that Fonz is coming, you know what I'm saying? I know he's not taking any days off. He's not playing. And just from what I witnessed from their last 2 battles, you know what I'm saying? From their last battle, wherever, from Fonz facing Ace and Jay facing Rubando. If I have to base it off those 2 performances, I gotta go with Fonz. I know Fonz ain't gonna play. It's something about Jay the Nightwing that hasn't proved enough to me to talk the way that he's talking. Like, don't get me wrong, he's fired. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you got to continue that. You got to keep that going. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened to Jack Boy Maine? What happened to some of these other cats that came in that we consider fired? And then they run into a big dog, and it is what it is. So, I'm going Fonz, 2-1 edge over Jay the Nightwing. Next, we going to go into that Mike P. Saga battle. Because out of all the battles, this is the one that I think is going to be the most... What can I put it? I think it's going to be the most consistent of the battles. I think it's going to be the ones that's harder to judge. I think their rounds are going to be closer in comparison to the rest of the battles that we're having on this card. So like I said, Mike P versus Saga is gonna be mad consistent. It's gonna be a bout. It's gonna be a heavyweight bout. It's gonna go 12 rounds. I'm edging Saga just because of, like I said, the work that's been done over the last however long. Saga has been on a run for the last 2 years. He's hasn't really lost to anyone other than B Dot on the rooftop, and who's not gonna lose to B Dot on the rooftop. And the same with Mike P. Mike P done had some mad, wild moments. And I'm not sure if he's hanging up on the moments a little too much. You know what I'm saying? When you ask me, I feel like his moments, his second round versus Danny, the couple moments that he had, he kind of hang up on them a little bit too much. So I'm edging Saga 2-1 in a dog fight. Then we get Tay-Rock Daylight, and with all the antics that Daylight is pulling, and all the backing that he's getting from the community and stuff like that, I feel like he better come out and win. Like, I feel like just he's putting a mystique around him that's gonna make us feel like if you come with anything less than 150% of what we know you can do, you're letting down yourself, you letting down the fans, you letting down everything that you stand for based off the antics that you're doing. At the same time, I feel like Tay-Rock been hearing all the whispers. There haven't even been whispers, they're loud, that he's declining as a battle rapper. He was the face of URL. He ain't really got it like that. I think he's going to take all that in. One thing you know about Tay-Rock, he's going to lock in 3-4 rounds, and he's going to keep that same energy every time. So with that being said, I'm edging Tay-Rock 2-1. Slight edge. I wouldn't be surprised if Daylight took it, but to be honest with you, you put some money on it, I'm going Tay-Rock. And we got Geechee and Verb. And this battle right here is a complete style clash. We got Geechee, who's that street dude, that real street dude. And we got Verb, who more or less like that finesse type, the, you know what I'm saying, lyrical miracle type. And I'm just going to be straight up, man. I've been a big Verb fan. I was a Verb fan for a long time before Gotti even came into the scene. Gotti hit the scene. I'm a Gotti fan. You know, I'm an EFB fan. You feel me? Like, I rocks with all of them. Gotti, Jerry West, Rum Nitty, anybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, I rocks with all of them. So, with that being said, I'm going Geechee 2-1. I wouldn't be surprised if Verb, you know, got it 2-1. I definitely don't see it being a 30 under no circumstances whatsoever. I don't see a 30 on this card other than the Fonz and Tay-Rock, the Fonz and Jada Nightwing battle, and the Tay-Rock and Daylight battle. And I don't know which way it can go, but them the only two battles I see that I could potentially see a 30 happening. With Gotti and Verb is two. You got Verb, who's an 12 year vet. You got Gotti, who's been here for about 3-4 years, but he's been on top the whole 3-4 years, and he conducts himself like a veteran. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, like I said, I'm going Gotti 2-1. I wouldn't be surprised if Verb pulled it off, though. You know, he's a vet. And now the main event, the one that out of the night of main events, you are the main event of nights of main events. And I'm disappointed in the face-off that we had yesterday. Like I said, you catch me on caffeine. I do a lot of my stuff on caffeine. Follow me there, DaRealP. But yeah, it was disappointing. And I understand it from both sides. So Lux come to the face-off and he like, look, I'm here so I don't get fined. And I get it. I understand that because like you showed up, he didn't. But at the same time, it was face-offs that happened where I remember one where Lux didn't show up. And then they actually had a face-off. So this is like a part 2. So we haven't missed much. You know what I'm saying? But it still was disappointing to not see, you know, Surf at the face-off. And if I had to give a prediction on who I think, like, now this prediction right here, I've been going back and forth because it's like you got Tsunami Surf with his big following, you know what I'm saying, and like probably one of the most popular battle rappers ever, right? Then you got Lux, who's probably like the god battle rapper. It's probably, Lux is the reason why half the people that's battle rapping now is rapping. And I haven't talked to nobody. I don't talk to battle rappers, but you can't convince me otherwise. It's the same reason why Jordan or Kobe is the reason why, you know, kids picked up basketballs. You know, Loaded Lux is the reason why a lot of these battle rappers are battle rapping right now. So I got to pay them that homage on that. Before the face-off, I was going Surf 2-1. Like I said, there's no possible way to 30 Lux. And if Surf come with 3, there's no way to 30 Surf. You know what I'm saying? But I went with Surf 2-1 before the face-off. After the face-off, and looking at Lux and the fact that that man looked like he ain't shit shaved and showered in about a month, I'm going Lux 2-1 in the hopes that it's gonna be a dog fight. You know, in the hopes that Surf really come and bring us the whole 4. You feel me? Like, I need 3 rounds. You feel me? Like, if Surf bring up 3 rounds, it's gonna be a dog fight, and it's definitely gonna be a 2-1 debatable based off, you know, your preferences. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, so we're gonna run it down again. I got Fonz beating Jay. I got Tay-Rock beating Daylight. I got Gotti beating Verb. I got Saga beating Mike P. And I got Lux beating Surf. And with that being said, these are just predictions before the event. You can catch me on Caffeine tonight at DaRealP. I will be hosting the URL Nome X event on my page, so you can come watch it with me, watch it without me, or whatever. We will do a recap video afterwards, just if I have to eat some of my words about who won or not. You know, it is what it is, but this is just a prediction for show, and the recap is coming, and you know, stuff happens. You know, I can predict what I want to predict, but whatever happens, happens. So until the next time, it's your boy DaRealP signing out. Appreciate the squad, everybody who tuned in, everybody who subscribed, everybody who just, you know what I'm saying, rocks with your boy. I rocks with you, you know what I'm saying, and we gonna keep this moving.